Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. Coming with a doubleheader. Just finished watching an absolutely fabulous World Series game. The Astros hold on to beat the Dodgers 7-6 in 11 innings. What a ball game. What a fantastic World Series it's been so far. Those first two games outstanding. One game apiece, they're going back to Houston. Alright, we're going to continue on with some random games playing our 1970s Best Franchise League. And our matchup in this game will be the 1976 Cleveland Indians versus the 1978 Boston Red Sox. On the mound for Cleveland's Pat Dobson. Dobson was 16-12 with an earned run average of 3.48 in 1976. On the mound for the Red Sox, 20-game winner in 78, Dennis Eckerley, 20 wins, 8 losses, 3.02 earned run average. Let's go to the lineups and get this game started. So leading off for Cleveland, we have Rick Manning, their center fielder, batting second baseman Dwayne Kuiper batting third, the designated hitter Rico Cardi, the cleanup hitter playing left field George Hendrick, batting fifth, the third baseman Buddy Bell, batting sixth and doing the catching Ray Fosse, batting seventh, the first baseman Boog Powell, batting eighth, the right fielder Spikes, batting ninth, the shortstop Frank Duffy. For the Boston Red Sox of 1978. Jerry Remy, the Rem Dog, leading off, playing second base. Batting second, the shortstop Rick Burleson. Batting third, the center fielder Freddie Lind. Batting fourth, the MVP of 1978, designated hitter Jim Rice. Batting fifth, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, playing left field. Batting sixth, the catcher Carlton Fisk. Batting seventh, Butch Hobson, the human error machine, at third. Batting eighth, the right fielder Dwight Nimitz. Batting ninth, the first baseman George Boomer Scott. There's Rick Manning at the plate, 7 out of 10 bunter. 285 off right-handed pitching. We're going to have to bring our corners in. I'll be managing the Red Sox. The computer will be managing the 76 Indians. So Scott in at first, Hobson in at third. Here's the pitch to Manning. That's a fly ball to Evans. He makes the catch, one away. Here comes Dwayne Kuiper. 268 off right-handed pitching, 76. Fisk sets the target. Again, we'll have to play our corners in. Kuiper, 8 out of 10 bunter. Eckerley nods his head. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. Ground to Hobson, he charged and throw to first, and by the miracle of God, no error on Butch Hobson, 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Rico Cardi. Cardi, the Indians' designated hitter, 326 off right-handed pitching, 13 home runs, and 83 RBIs in total, 310 batting average. Tribes fan in the chat, he says, "Hey Al, great World Series game, absolutely outstanding. These two games have been fabulous. The World Series so far has been marvelous. I've been enjoying it." If you're a baseball fan, how can't you enjoy those two World Series games? Alright, here's the pitch to Cardi, 2 outs, no one on. And that is a ball to Scott, and he muffs the hard hit ground ball. Rico Cardi reaches on the error on the Boomer. 2 out of 10 base running. Very slow base runner. Scott holding him on. Here comes George Hendrick. Hendrick had 25 home runs and 81 RBIs in 76. He batted 255 off right-handed pitching and total 265. The big leg kick by the Eck. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. Grounder to Hobson. He charges, throws to first, and not in time. Hendrick legs it out for an infield hit. So 2 on, 2 outs, and here comes Buddy Bell. Bell had 7 home runs and 60 RBIs in 76. Against right-handed pitching, 263 in total, 281. Eckerley nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bell. Grounder to Remy, over to Scott, side retired. Indians threaten but do not score. Go to the bottom of the first. Go to the bottom of the first, excuse me. Due up for the 78 Red Sox, Remy, Burleson, and Lynn. To face Pat Dobson, who's out on the mound for Cleveland. Behind the plate, you have Ray Fosse. A very good defensive catcher with an average arm. Bell at third, 8 out of 10 range. Powell at first, 5 out of 10 range. Up the middle, Duffy's a 7 out of 10. Kuiper at second, 6 out of 10. In left, you have Hendricks, 5 out of 10 range, 5 out of 10 arm. Manning can track the ground down and those balls down with the best out of him. 10 out of 10 range, 5 out of 10 arm. And in right field, you have Spikes, 5 out of 10 range, 8 out of 10 arm. So here comes Jerry Remy, 9 out of 10 bunter. Corners are in for the Indians. Dobson gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Remy, who batted .298 off right-handed pitching. Remy swings, grounds to Kuiper, over to Powell. 1 away. Now I'll bring up the Rooster, Rick Burleson, excuse me. Burleson, 246 off right-handed pitching. 7 out of 10 bunter. He's going to attempt a bunt hit. Corners are back. He puts down a pretty good one, but it goes foul. Just rolls foul. Fosse did the right thing. So the count's now no balls, 2 strikes on Burleson. Dobson sets and delivers. Burleson swings, grounds to Duffy, over to Powell. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Freddie Lynn. Rookie of the Year and MVP in 1975. He had 22 homers in 78. Batted .336 off right-handed pitching. Fosse pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn lines out to Powell to retire the side. We go to the top of the second. No score here at Fenway Park. Due up to the 76 Indians. Fosse, Powell, and Spikes to face Dennis Eckerley. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Fosse. Grounder to Hobson. He fires to Scott. And that's another infield hit. Hobson's poor range has cost him twice. So Fosse's on at first, and Scott holding him on. Brings up Booth Powell. Powell struggled in 76, .215 batting average, only 9 home runs and 33 runs driven. An excellent opportunity for the Red Sox to turn to Burleson. Remy pitch the middle. Eckerley looks to first. Now the high leg kick. Here's the pitch to Powell. Grounder up the middle, and that's a single. Station to station go the Indians. Runners at first and second, no outs. And here comes Charlie Spikes. Spikes 229 against right-handed pitching, 3 home runs. Again, the Red Sox want to turn 2. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Spikes. And Eck strikes him out, 1 away. Here comes the number 9 batter, Frank Duffy. Eckerley looks in at Fisk. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And that is a sinking line drive. Evans will attempt to dive. 63% chance of making the play. And he does not. Run scores on the Duffy double. So with 1 out, 1-0 Cleveland. Runners on second and third. Lynn made a bid at it, but couldn't make the play. Here comes Rick Manning. Top of the order, he's 0 for 1. The windup and the pitch by Eckerley. And that ball is a double to left. Down the line. 2 more runs score on the Manning double. It's 3-0 Cleveland. So the Eck is being roughed up here. Here comes Dwayne Kuiper. He's 0 for 1. Manning excellent speed at second. 7 out of 10 base running. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. Kuiper grounds to Remy, who throws to third to try to get the lead runner, but Manning slides in safely. Oh my, Jerry Remy with a brain fart. Should have went for the sure out at first. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. 1 out, excuse me. Here comes Rico Cardi, he's 0 for 1. Kuiper, 8 out of 10 base runners. Scott holding him on. Eckerley gets the sign, here's the pitch to Cardi. That's a grounder up the middle, another run scores, and it's 4-0. Cleveland pouring it on here in the top of the second. They have Eck on the ropes, and here comes George Hendrick looking to knock him out. He's 1 for 1 today. Infield single in the first. The high leg kick by Eckerley. And Kuiper is out trying to steal third. Great throw by Fisk. Dobson applies the tag, 2 outs. Cardi stayed at first. Hendrick steps back in the batter's box. Eckerley toes the rubber. Looks in. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. And that's a single up the middle. So Kuiper getting thrown out at third cost the Indians a run. And every run counts here at Fenway Park. Here comes Buddy Bell. He's 0 for 1. The windup and the pitch to Bell. Rounder to Burleson, backhand throw to first, and they just get Bell by the hair of the chinny chin side, retired, but Cleveland erupts like Mount Vesuvius for 4 runs and takes the lead 2-0 as the Red Sox come to bat in the bottom of the second. 2 up for Boston, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice had 46 home runs and 139 runs driven. And we're back, thank you. So Rice comes to the plate. Dobson gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Jim Rice. That's a single up the middle. First hit for Boston. Trailing by 4. Here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. The left-handed batter. Dobson looks to first. Now in at Fosse. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yaz sends that ball deep to center field, but making the running catch in left center is Manning, 1 away. Here comes Carlton Fisk. Fisk got 20 round trippers in 78. If he gets one now, he'll cut the Indians' lead in half. Powell holding Rice on at first. Dobson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pudge. And Fisk grounds to Duffy, only play to first, so there's 2 outs. Rice advances to second base. Here comes Butch Hobson, number 7 batter, third baseman. Fosse pounds the mitt, sets the target. Dobson sets and delivers. Hobson swings, and that is a single, and that scores Rice from second as he was off on contact. It's now 4-1 Cleveland. So Hobson has a 2-out single. Here comes Dwight Evans. Evans had 24 home runs in 78. Powell holding Hobson on, 4 out of 10 runner. Dobson toes the rubber, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Evans, and Evans strikes outside, retired. We go to the top of the third, 4-1 Cleveland. Due up for the Indians of 1976, Fosse, Powell, and Spikes. Fosse's 1 for 1 today. He singled in the second. It was an infield single. Eckersley's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Ray Fosse. Lined out to Burleson. Excellent range there by the Rooster. One out. Here comes Boone Powell. He's 1 for 1. He's singled in the second. The windup and the pitch by Eckerley. That goes to Hobson. Over to Boomer. 2 away. And I'll bring up Spikes with 2 outs, no one on. Spikes is 0 for 1. This goes through the signs. Eckerley nods his head. Here's the pitch to Spikes. Another hard hit ball to Hobson. And another out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the third. 4-1 Cleveland. Due up for the Red Sox. Scott, Remy, and Burleson. Red Sox trail by 3. Dobson for the Indians on the mound. 35 pitches so far. Here's the pitch to Scott. And Scott works a walk. 5 out of 10 base runner. Powell will hold him on. Here comes Jerry Remy. Remy's 0 for 1. Remy had that bizarre fielding play where he fielded the ball and he tried to get Manning going to third when he was on second. Cost the Red Sox an out. Manning was saved. See if he can make amends for that brain fart. Fossey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Jerry Remy. And they throw to first. Fossey fires down. Scott dives back safely. Counts now 1 ball, no strikes. Dobson looks to Powell at first, now in at Fossey. Here's the pitch to Remy. And Remy singles to left. And will hold Scott at second. So station to station go the Red Sox. 2 on, no outs. And here comes Rick Burleson. As the fans are clapping along here at Fenway. Burleson's 0 for 1 today. The Rooster will lay down a sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch by Dobson. He puts down a good one. He only plays the first. Kuiper covering on the wheel play, so Hobson is out. Burleson is out. Remy to second, Scott to third. And here comes Freddie Lynn. Chance to tie the ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. Lynn's 0 for 1 today. Dobson peers in at Fossey. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn walks. Lynn doesn't chase. Bases are loaded. 1 away. And here comes Jim Rice. The MVP of 1978. 1 for 1 today. He singled up the middle in the second. If Rice can get a home run, and he had 46 of them in 78, the Red Sox will take the lead by 1. Dobson takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice grounds the bell to Kuiper. To Powell, double play. Inning over. The Red Sox squander a huge threat. They get none. We go to the top of the 4th. 4-1 Cleveland. 2 up for the Indians. Duffy, Manning, and Kuiper. Frank Duffy's 1 for 1. Fisk flashes the fingers. Here's the pitch to Duffy. Grounded to Burleson, over to Scott. 1 down. Rick Manning, top of the order, 1 for 2. Eckersley's ready. Here's the pitch to Manning. Back to Eckerley, over to Scott. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Dwayne Kuiper. Indians second baseman's 0 for 2. Eckerley looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Toes the rubber. The high leg kick. The pitch to Kuiper. Grounder to Burleson. Backhand throw to Scott. 1-2-3 go with the Indians. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-1 Cleveland. 2 up for Boston. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Hobson. Yaz is 0 for 1. Dobson's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski pops it up to Duffy at short. Out number 1. Carlton Fisk, Red Sox catcher. 0 for 1. He digs in. Fossey sets the target. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk strikes out. Fooled badly. Couldn't pull the trigger on that off-speed pitch, so 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Butch Hobson. 1 for 1 today. Hobson knocked in Rice in the second. Dobson's ready. The windup and the pitch to Hobson. That's a line out to Duffy. Side retired. We go to the top of the 5th. The 76 Indians 4, the 78 Red Sox 1. Dennis Eckerley back out on the mound for Boston, 55 pitches. He's good for 130. He'll face Rico Cardi, 1 for 2. Grounded out and has single. Knocking in Manning. Cardi asks for time. It's granted. Now he's back in the box. Here's the pitch by the Eck. And that is a double to left field off the Green Monster. So a leadoff double for Rico Cardi. He's in scoring position for George Hendrick, who is 2 for 2. Infield single in the first, and then a single up the middle in the second. First base is open. On deck is Buddy Bell. Eckerley takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Hendrick, and he strikes George out. Big strikeout there. So 1 out, 1 on. Cardi in scoring position at second. Here comes Buddy Bell. He's 0 for 2. On deck is Ray Foss. This goes through the sides. Eckerley nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bell. Grounder to Burleson, over to Scott. 6-3 if you're scoring at home, so there's 2 outs. Cardi stayed put at second. Here comes Ray Foss. Cleveland catchers, 1 for 2. Infield single in the second, line to short in the third. Here's the pitch to Foss. Grounder to Hobson, over to Scott. Side retired. Runner squandered for Cleveland. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-1 Indians. 2 up for Boston. 8, 9, and top of the order. Evans, Scott, and Remy. Evans is 0 for 1. Dobson rocks and fires. Grounder to Belly, charges it, and they won't get Evans. That will be an infield hit. And a late break, Buddy Bell did. So Bell's on, and here comes Scott. Scott walked his first time up. He only had 12 home runs in 78 and 54 RBIs. Was coming to the end of his career at Boomer. On deck is Remy. Here's the pitch to Scott. Grounds the Bell, and Bell makes an error. So 2 poor plays in a row by Buddy Bell. And the Red Sox have runners at first and second. Tying run coming to the plate, Jerry Remy. The Rem Dog had 2 home runs in 78. He's 1 for 2 today. Grounded out in the first and single in the third. He's going to be sacrificed bunting. Here's the pitch. Remy squares. It's a good one. Only plays the first. Kuiper covering. So there's 1 out. Remy advances the runners to second and third. And here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 1. RBI opportunity here for the Rooster. Fosse goes through the sides. Here's the pitch to Burleson. And Burleson grounds to Bell. And we're going to send Evans home. Bell throws the first. They get the out there, but the run scores. Scott stayed put at second. It's now 4-2. The Red Sox cut the lead in half on the Rick Burleson ground out. He picks up an RBI on that. Here comes Freddie Lynn. Lynn represents the tying run at home plate. Scott at second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn sends that ball deep to left, but Hendricks tracks it down and makes the catch. Side retired. The Red Sox get 1. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-2 Cleveland. 2 up for the Indians. Powell, Spikes, and Duffy. Here's the pitch by Eckerley. Powell swings, and that ball is gone. He crushed it just above the triangle in center, and it's 5-2 Cleveland. As he turned on that Eckerley pitch and deposited it 388 feet away. Here comes Charlie Spikes. He's 0 for 2. Eckerley throws the rosin back down to the mound. Here's the pitch to Spikes. And that's a single. No, a double. It's a hustle double by Spikes as Evans lollygag getting to the ball. So a home run and now a double. Spikes in scoring position, no outs. Frank Duffy comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Double to center, knocking in Fosse in the second, and grounded out in the fourth. Eckerley would love to get a strikeout here. Here's the pitch to Duffy. It's a number in front of the plate. This goes to first for the out. Advancing to third is Spikes. He got a good read on that. The Red Sox will now play their infield in. Infield in, Rick Manning 1 for 3. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch by Eckerley. Manning, swing and a miss. Threw the fastball by him, so there's 2 outs. Spike's still at third. Here comes Dwayne Kuiper, number 2 batter. Cleveland second baseman, 0 for 3. Eckerley looks in, nods his head. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batting Kuiper. Grounder to Burleson, over to Scott. Side retired, but Cleveland picks up another run. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, the Indians 5, the Red Sox 2. Due up for the 1978 Red Sox, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice 1 for 2 today. He has single and banged into a double play with bases loaded to end the inning. Here's the pitch to Rice. Rice sends that ball deep and off, but gone! It is over the wall. A fan knocked it back, but the umpire waves his finger in the air in circular motion. Rice has a home run. The Red Sox cut the Indians' lead to 2, as it's now 5 to 3 Cleveland. Here comes Carly Yastrzemski. Captain's 0 for 2. Dobson now up to 85 pitches, good for 120. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Yaz walks. Foul to hold Yastrzemski on. Yaz a 5 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Fisk. Pudge is 0 for 2. Cleveland wants to turn 2 up the middle. Duffy and Kuiper pinch the middle. Dobson looks to first. Now in at Fosse. Here's the pitch to Fisk. Fisk pops it up to first. Powell makes the catch. 1 down. So Hobson comes to plate. He represents the tying run. He's 1 for 2. Yastrzemski's at first. Dobson gets the sign. He rocks and fires. No, he throws to first, and he throws the ball away, and Yastrzemski advances to second base. The Red Sox fans clapping along here at Fenway. Hobson steps back in the batter's box. Fosse sets the target. Here's the pitch to Butch. And Hobson strikes out on the 0-2 count. Slider got him. So 2 outs. Red Sox trailing by 2. Yastrzemski's at second. Evans comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He has struck out and single. Infield single. Again, Evans had 24 home runs in 78. 76 Indians clinging to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. The windup and the pitch to Dwight Evans. Evans grounds to Kuiper, who takes it deep in the hole, throws to Powell, side retired. We go to the top of the 7th, 5 to 3 Indians. Eckerley back out on the mound for the Red Sox. 95 pitches, good for 130. Due up for the Indians, Carty, Hendrick, and Bell. Here's the pitch to Carty, 2 for 3, and he's now 3 for 4 as he singles to right. Scott to hold him on. Here comes Hendrick, who's 2 for 3. Red Sox get some bullpen action up. Burleson and Remy pinch the middle, looking to turn 2. Here's the pitch. We'll try the pitch around, see if we get Hendrick to reach. To Hendrick. He flies out to Evans in right. So Eckerley got Hendrick to reach on the pitch around. There's 1 out. Carty at first. Here comes Buddy Bell. He's 0 for 3. He's made a couple of poor plays at third, including an error. The windup and the pitch to Bell. That ball goes deep to right. Evans races back. He reaches up, makes the catch, and fires it back towards second base. Carty retreats to first. So 2 outs, 1 on. Here comes the catcher, Ray Fosse, 1 for 3. Infield single in the second, lined out in the third, grounded out in the 5th. Fisk flashes the sign, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Fosse. Grounder to Remy. He flips to Burleson, side retired. on the force out at second. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Indians, 2 up for the 1978 Red Sox, trailing by 2. Scott, Remy, and Burleson. Scott's 0 for 1. He has walked and reached on an error. He awaits the Dobson delivery, and here it is. Scott swings a dribbler, Duffy comes charging, and he throws the first, and they just get Scott for out number 1, and there's the pitching change. Out of the bullpen for Cleveland is Tom Buskey. Buskey in 1976, 5 wins, 4 losses, 1 save, 3.63 earned run average, and 94 innings pitched. He's a right-handed batter to face the left-handed batting Remy, who's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Jerry. Remy grounds a slow one to Kuiper, who muffs the ball, and Remy will reach on the no, it's an error. So Remy reaches on the error. I thought they were going to give him a hit. They don't. Powell's holding him on. Here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson represents a tying run at the plate. The Rooster had 5 home runs in '78. We're going to play some hit and run with Burleson. He's 6 out of 10. Remy has good speed at first. Here's the pitch by Buskey. Hit and run on. And Burleson misses the pitch, but Remy steals second. He's in scoring position with 1 out. The count on Burleson is now 2 balls, 2 strikes. RBI opportunity for the Rooster. The windup and the pitch by Buskey. Grounder to Duffy, over to Powell. Scoring at home, 6-3. Remy stays put in second. So there's 2 outs now, and here comes Freddie Lynn. He's 0 for 2. Righty-lefty matchup. Fosse sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And he walks him. Fosse wasn't too happy with that call by the umpire. So Remy's at second, Lynn's at first, and the go-ahead run comes to plate. Jim Rice, he's 2 for 3. Singled in the second, grounded into a bases-loaded double play to end the third, and hit a solo home run in the 6th off Dobson. If he gets one now, the Red Sox will take the lead 6-5. Rice looking for a pitch. He can grip and rip, tee it high, let it fly. The windup and the pitch by Tom Buskey. And Rice walks, so Buskey, his control issues come back to play. We have bases loaded, 2 outs. He's going to take strike 1, so Buskey gets out in front of him as he hits the outside corner with a slider. Yastrzemski steps back in the box. He awaits the pitch by Buskey, and here it is. Yeah, swings, and he singles to right. 2-run score. Rice goes to third, and we have a tied ball game. A clutch 2-out single by Captain Carl Yastrzemski. It's 5-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox have come all the way back. Carlton Fisk can put them ahead now. Pudge is 0 for 3. Fosse goes out to have a word with Buskey, now back behind the plate. Rice at third. Yastrzemski at first. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk strikes out. He goes down swinging. Side retired. But the Red Sox score 2 in the bottom of the 7th and tie it up at 5. We go to the top of the 8th. Due up for the 76 Cleveland Indians. Powell, Spikes, and Duffy. Eckerley's up to 112 pitches and seems to be okay. He's good for 130. Powell's 2 for 3 off of him. And I think we're going to go to Tom Bergmeyer. Well, that'll be the only batter he faces. We're going to go to Tom Bergmeyer. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here comes Tom Bergmeyer to face the left-handed batting Powell, who's 2 for 3 off Eckerley. Bergmeyer, 2 wins, 1 loss, 4 saves in '78, 4.40 earned run average. Had some control issues. Struck out 24, walked 23, batting average against 302. However, lefties only batted 442. He's done with his warm-up tosses. He gets the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Bergmeyer. And before that happens, the Indians call Powell back. And pinch hitter is now Larvell Blanks. Blanks batted .299 off left-handed pitcher. Blanks steps in the right-hander's batter's box. Bergmeyer takes a deep breath. He sets and delivers. And that is a single to right center, so Blanks does his job. Now John Lowenstein comes in to pinch run for Blanks. He's a 9 out of 10 base running ability. Scott to hold him on, and here comes Spikes. Spikes, 248 batter. That's left-handed pitching. And that's going to be it for Bergmeyer. No Duffy and 2 lefties. We go to Drago now. We're going to go to Drago. I think Drago will come in, so Bergmeyer brought in to face the left-handed batting Powell. The Indians countered with a pinch hitter Blanks who singled. So Drago comes in, warm-up tosses. 4 wins, 4 losses, 7 saves, 3.03 earned run average, struck out 42, walked 32, batting average against 246. Right-handers batted .209. Lowenstein's at first, very speedy runner. Scott holding him on. Red Sox want to turn 2 up the middle with Burleson and Renner. Here's the pitch by Drago. There goes Lowenstein, and he is gunned out by Fisk. What a throw by Carlton. Tag applied by Remy, so 1 away, base is empty. No balls, 1 strike on Spikes. He's 1 for 3 years. The windup and the pitch by Dick Drago. And that's a single to center. So that caught stealing hurts the Indians. Spikes, 7 out of 10 base running ability, being held out by Scott. Here comes Frank Duffy, who's 1 for 3. Duffy only batted .201 off right-handed pitching again. The Red Sox look to turn 2 up the middle with Burleson and Remy. Drago throws to first, Spikes is back. Drago looks to Scott. Now in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And Duffy doubles to left center field. And they hold Spikes at third. So Frank Duffy has a clutch 1-out double. Here at the top of the 8th, 1 out. And here comes Rick Manning. 2nd and 3rd. So you have Manning and Kuiper coming up, both lefties, and that's going to be it for Drago. As we're going to come with Soup Campbell. Lefties only batted .246. Here comes the Soup. Red Sox will bring their infield in. As we have a tie ball game. Infield in. 5-5, 1 out. Spikes at third, Duffy at second. Manning 1 for 4. He has flown out in the first, doubled in the second. Knocking in 2 runs, and then grounded to the pitcher and struck out. Campbell would love to get a strikeout here. Here's the pitch to Manning. And he does! He gets him! Ooh, the fastball by him on the 2-2 count. Manning could not pull the trigger. Campbell gets the ball back from Pudge. Rubs up the baseball, steps back up on the hill, and toes the rubber. He'll face Dwayne Kuiper, who's 0 for 4. 2 on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Kuiper. Grounder past Remy. 2 runs score. As they were off on contact, a clutch 2-out single. That 76 Indians take the lead 7-5 here at Fenway. It's been a slugfest. Here comes Rico Carty, he's 3 for 4. Campbell gives up a .391 batting average to right-handed batters, and Carty bats .326 against righties. That's it for the Soup. Actually, we're going to give Campbell one more batter. Throws the first, Kuiper's back. Kuiper 8 out of 10 base rated. Campbell looks to first. Now in at Fisk. Here's the pitcher out. Carty swings, slow grounder to Burleson. He fires the first, and it's in time. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cleveland scores 2 on 2-out single by Kuiper, knocking in 2, and they've taken a 7-5 lead. 2 up in the bottom of the 8th for the 1978 Boston Red Sox. Hobson, Evans, and Scott. We have a new pitcher. The new pitcher is Dave LaRoche. The lefty, 1 win, 4 losses, 21 saves, so he's looking to close it out with a 6-out save here. 2.24 earned run average. Lefties at 165 off of him. Righties 1. Hobson's ready. Here's the pitch by LaRoche. Hobson swings and singles to left center. So the tying run comes to the plate. It's Dwight Evans, the Boston right fielder, is 1 for 3. He had an infield single in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 6th. Lowenstein's playing first, holding Hobson on. The windup and the pitch by LaRoche. Evans swings and sends that ball deep and gone over the Green Monster. We have a tie ball game here at Fenway. The fans erupt at 7-7 as the slugfest continues here at Fenway Park. No outs, and here comes the Bloomer, 0 for 2. He's walked once and grounded out twice. Well, he reached on an error by Buddy Bell in the 5th, excuse me. LaRoche is clearly shell-shocked by that home run by Evans. He takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Scott. And Scott sends that ball to shallow left for the champion spot, out number 1. Top of the order, Jerry Remy, 1 for 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Remy did not hit left-handers too well in 78 to 20. So attempt a bunt hit. Here's the pitch. Remy puts down a good one, and they just get him. Kuiper covered first. Nice play by Foss. Good strong throw to nip Remy. So there's 2 outs, and here comes Burleson. He's 0 for 3. 252 off left-handers. Fossey sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Rooster. That ball goes out to Spikes and right. He makes the catch. We go to the top of the 9th. We're all tied up at 7. As the Indians scored 2 in the top of the 8th, the Red Sox came back with 2 in the bottom of the 8th on the Evans 2-run blast. So we go to the top of the 9th. Campbell will face Hendrick, Bell, and Fossey, and that's going to be it for Bill Soup Campbell. We're going to go to Bob Stanley. It's his game to win or lose now. Here comes the Stanley Steamer. Stanley's 15 wins, 2 losses, and 10 saves in 1978, earned for an average of 2.60. Struck out 38, walked 34, batting average against 266. Lefties batting 276, righties 259. So Stanley does have some control issues. Hendrick 2 for 4. Here's the pitch to George Hendrick. It's a pop-up. Burleson calls for it at short, 1 away. Buddy Bell, 0 for 4 and 2 poor plays out of 3rd, including an error. Fisk sets the target. Stanley rocks and fires. Bell grounds to Burleson, who throws to Scott. 2 up and 2 down. Stanley 1 out away from a 1-2-3 inning. Ray Fossey stands in his way. He's 1 for 4, the Cleveland catcher. Fossey asks for time. It's granted. Back in the box. Fisk flashes the signs. Here's the pitch by Stanley. Grounder back to Stanley. He throws to Scott. 1-2-3 go to the Indians. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox have a chance to win it if they can scratch 1 across. It's a 7-7 ball game. Due up for Boston, Lynn, Rice, and Yastrzemski. Freddie Lynn's 0 for 2 today. He's lined to first, walked, fly deep to left, and walked again. Lynn had 22 round trippers in 78. Love to get a walk-off here and send the Fenway faithful home happy. Here's the pitch to Lynn. And Lynn strikes out. So now bring up Jim Rice. He's 2 for 3. Rice singled in the second. Banged into an inning-ending, bases-loaded double play in the third. Hit a solo homer in the sixth. And walked in the seventh. LaRoche nods his head. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice singles to right. The winning run at first base. 6 out of 10 base runner. John let it be Lowenstein holding him off. Here comes Carly Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 3. His one hit was a clutch one. Single in the seventh. Knocking in Remy and Lynn to tie it at 5. If he's somehow able to knock in Rice, he will win the game. LaRoche looks to first. Now in at Foss. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And Yastrzemski walks. The winning run is at second base. Yastrzemski's run means nothing. Foss goes out to have a word with LaRoche, the Indians' closer. Again, he had 21 saves in 76, and here comes Pudge Fisk. Rice will stay out to run for himself at second. Red Sox fans getting revved up for Pudge. They want a walk-off hit here in a victory. LaRoche is ready. Here's the pitch to Fisk. Fisk slow grounder to Duffy. Throws the first, and they just get him. Nice stretch by Lowenstein. So 2 outs. The winning run is 90 feet away. Rice is at third. Yastrzemski's at second. Again, his run means nothing. Here comes Butch Hobson. Hobson 2 for 4 today. Chance to be the hero. Singled in the second. Knocked in Rice. Lined out in the fourth. Struck out in the sixth. And singled again in the eighth. He only batted .212 off left-handed pitcher. Let's look at our bench here. Bernie Carbo hit .333 off left-handed pitching. We also have Frank Duffy on our team. He hit .302. As Duffy's on both teams. That will happen in this league. We're going to go with Bernie Carbo. Bernie Carbo will come off the bench, left-handed batter, against the left-handed pitcher. Carbo, again, hits .333 off left-handed pitcher. Carbo with a chance to win it. The organist and Fenway fans clap along in rhythm. Carbo steps in at the batter's box. LaRoche gets the sign. The windup and the pitch to Carbo. And he strikes out. We are going to extra innings, tied at 7. So we need a third baseman. That will be Jack Brohammer. So Jack Brohammer will come in and play third. Red Sox leave the winning run at third. We now go to the top of the 10th. 7-7, due up for the Indians. Lowenstein, Spikes, and Duffy to face Bob Stanley. Corners in. Lowenstein's an 8 out of 10 punter. Here's the pitch by Stanley. Lowenstein swings to Burleson to Scott. 6-3 if you're scoring at home, 1 out. There comes Spikes. Spikes 2 for 4. Stanley's ready. Here's the pitch to Spikes. Hard grounder to Brohammer. He fields it over to Scott. Route number 2. So Jack was tested right away. So 2 outs, no one out. Frank Duffy 2 for 4. Duffy doubled in the 8th. And doubled in the 2nd. Knocking in Foss. In between, he grounded out twice. Stanley looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Duffy. And it's a short fly ball on the left. Yastrzemski comes in, makes the dive and catch. Side retire. We go to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 7. 2 up for Boston. Evans, Scott, and Remy. Red Sox score 1, no winning. Evans tied the game up. In the bottom of the 8th, a 2-run homer, tied at 7. Can he hit another one off LaRoche and win it? We shall see. Evans 2 for 4. Fosse flashes the sign, sets the target. The windup and the pitch by LaRoche. Evans sends that ball deep and off the wall. He just missed the game-winning home run by a foot. Lead-off double for Doobie. He represents the winning run at second. And here's a pitching change for Cleveland. Jim Kern comes in the game. Kern 10 wins, 15 saves. 10 wins, 7 losses, 15 saves, and 76. 2.37 earned run average. Lefties batted 243 off of him. Righties 208. So Scott comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Look at our bench real quick. Yeah, nobody good there. Scott with a chance to win. Scott's going to lay down the sacrifice bunt. He pops it up. Oh, wow. Evan does get back to second, though. So Scott, 6 out of 10, bunter, pops it up. Fosse makes the catch, so there's 1 out. Scott doesn't do his job, moving Evans over. It's up to Jerry Remy. Rem Dogs 1 for 4. His 1 hit came back in third when he singled. Chance to win it for Remy. 298 off right-handed pitching. Kern gets the side. The windup and the pitch to Remy. Remy grounds deep to Kuiper in the hole, who makes a nice play and just gets Remy at first. I thought that was going to be a single. So with 2 outs, Evans advances to third. He's 90 feet away. For the game-winning run, here comes the Rooster, Rick Burleson, 0 for 4. Burleson takes a deep breath, steps into the batter's box. Fosse sets the target. Here's the pitch by Kern. Burleson grounds the Kuiper over to Lowenstein. Side retired. We go to the top of the 11th, still tied at 7. What a ball game it's been at Fenway. Top of the order for the 76 Indians. Manning, Kuiper, and Carden. Manning's 1 for 5. Here's the pitch by Stanley. Grounded to Burleson, charges it, backhand throw to first, and they just get Manning. Excellent strong throw by the Rooster. Kuiper, left-handed batter, second baseman, 1 for 5. Stanley gets the side. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch. Kuiper swings, grounds to Remy over Scott. 2 up, 2 down. Stanley rubbing up the baseball. Steps back up on the hill. Rico Cardi steps to the plate, 3 for 5. Stanley toes the rubber. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Cardi. Hard ground ball to Brohammer, throws to Scott. That's the end of the top of the 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th, tied at 7. 2 up for the 1978 Red Sox. Lynn, Rice, and Yastrzemski. Freddie Lynn's 0 for 3. He hit 336 off right-handed pitching. Can he get the walk-off homer? We shall see. Here's the pitch by Kern. Lynn swings, grounds the Kuiper. Over the Lowenstein, 1 out. As you can hear the moans and groans from the Fenway faithful here in the bottom of the 11th. Here comes Jim Rice, 3 for 4. Rice has singled, knocked into a double play with bases loaded, hit a solo homer in the 6th, walked in the 7th, and singled in the 9th. He's looking for something he can drive out of Fenway. The windup and the pitch by Kern. And Rice goes down on strikes. The big swing and a miss. He missed the 99-mile-per-hour fastball as umpire reached back and blew the heater by, Jim. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski, 1 for 3. And what a big hit it was in the 7th. He tied it up at 5. He singled, knocked in Remy and Lynn with 2 outs. Chance to win it here for Captain Carl. He got 17 home runs in the 7th inning. And he had right-handed pitching at 286. Turns ready to work. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And Yaz drives it out. Yastrzemski represents the winning run at first, and will be held on by Lowenstein, 5 on a 10 base runner. Here comes Pudge, he's 0 for 5. Kern's up to 29 pitches, he's good for 80. Kern looks to first, now in at Fosse. Here's the pitch to Fisk. And Fisk walks, so back-to-back walks by Kern. Yastrzemski's the winning run at second. Now here comes Jack Grohammer. Grohammer's first at-bat. He came in to play defense after Bernie Carbo pinch hit for Hobson and struck out. Grohammer with a chance to win it with 2 outs. Grohammer batted .236 off right-handed pitching in 78. Kern's ready. Fosse set for the target. Here's the pitch to Grohammer. And Grohammer strikes out swinging. Side retired. We go to the top of the 12th. The marathon continues tied at 7. Stanley back out on the mound for the Red Sox. They'll face Hendrick, Bell, and Fosse. Hendrick 2 for 5 today. Here's the pitch to George. That ball goes deep to right. Evans races back, reaches up, and makes the catch. 1 away. There comes Buddy Bell. It's 0 for 5. Stanley's hoping to make him 0 for 6. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bell. Grounded to Scott. He takes it to the bag and so 2 outs. Here comes Ray Fosse, 1 for 5. Stanley takes a deep breath. Looks in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Fosse. And that's a single to right. So Ray Fosse, the 2-out single, represents the go-ahead run at first. Scott holding him on. Here comes John Let It Be Lowenstein. He's 0 for 1. Stanley looks to first. He throws over. Fosse's back. Stanley again looks to first. Now in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Lowenstein. Back to Stanley over to Scott. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 12th. And tied at 7. And it comes to Mike Evans. He has 3 hits today. He's 3 for 5. Including 2 from the last at the bottom of the 8th. To tie the game up at 7. He also doubled in the 10th. He was stranded on the base paths. He just missed a game-winning homer when he hit that double. Kern's ready. Here's the pitch to Evans. Evans singles to left. Hit number 4. He'll be held on by Lowenstein. Evans 6 out of 10 runner. Here comes George Boomer Scott. His last plate appearance failed in his sacrifice bunt as he popped it up to Fosse. Scott digs in. Fosse sets the target. Kern looks to first. Here's the pitch to Scott. And Scott strikes out. Foul tip. Fosse hung on to it, so there's 1 out. Top of the order. Jerry Rem comes to the plate. Rem Dog 1 for 5. Play hit and run here. Here's the pitch to Remy. Evans off on the pitch. And the hit and run works to perfection. As Remy smashes that ball into right for a single. Evans goes first to third. Runners on the corners. And the Indians bring their infield in. And here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson's 0 for 5. Burleson's looking for a pitch that he can at least lift deep in the outfield. So Evans can tag up and score, and the Red Sox and their fans can go home happy. Bottom of the 12th. Evans 90 feet away from scoring the game-winning run. Burleson's at the plate. Here's the pitch by Kern. Burleson swings. And it is a ground ball to third. Bell charges it. We're going to hold Evans as it's only an 18% chance of being safe. They throw to first and they get the out. So it's 2 outs now. Remy advances to second. Nice play by Buddy Bell there. As he charged the ball, got a good strike through to first. It's up to Freddie Lynn with 2 outs. He's 0 for 4. The windup and the pitch by Kern. Lynn swings. It's a pop-up to short. Duffy makes the catch. We go to the top of the 13th, still tied at 7. What a ball game here at Fenway, folks. What a ball game. Due up for the Indians. Spikes, Duffy, and Manning. Spikes is 2 for 5 today. Stanley at the 45 pitches. He's good for 80. It's his game to win or lose. 7-7, top of the 13th. Here's the pitch to Spikes. Grounder to Burleson, over to Scott, and one away. Good strong throw by the Booster. Here comes Frank Duffy. Number 9 batter, the shortstop for Cleveland's 2 for 5. Fisk sets the target. Stanley sets and delivers. Duffy swings, grounds to Brohammer, who throws to Scott. 2 away. Top of the order. Rick Manning 1 for 6. Stanley again grabs up the baseball. Steps back up on the hill. Toes the rubber, looks in at Fisk. Here's the pitch to Manning. 2 outs, no one on. Manning grounds to Burleson, throws to Scott, side, retired. 1-2-3 go to the Indians. We go to the bottom of 13. And once again, the Red Sox have a chance to win it. 2 up for Boston. Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice is 3 for 5. He has a solo home run that came way back in the 6th. Last plate appearance, he struck out. Rice has 3 hits today. Kern gets a sign from Foss. Foss sets the target. Here's the pitch to Rice. And Rice walks. 6 out of 10 base running ability. He represents the winning run at first. John Letty Lowenstein holds him on. Here comes Yastrzemski, 1 for 3. Again, Yaz had that clutch 2 out single, knocking in the tying runs in the 7th. Made it 5-5. And then Indians went ahead 7-5 in the top of the 8th. Evans hit a 2-run homer to tie it up, 7-7. Here we are. Bottom of the 13th, tied at 7. Winning run at first, no outs, and Yastrzemski at the plate. Here's the pitch by Kern. Yeah, swings up the middle. We have a 51% chance of Rice getting to third. We shall hold him. As Manning, Rice is in scoring position. We don't want to get that first out at third. So station to station go the Red Sox on that play. Rice represents the winning run at second. Fisk, tough days for 4 for 5. The windup and the pitch to Fisk. Fisk singles to left center field. We're going to send Rice. He has a 72% chance of scoring. Here's the throw to the plate. And Rice is gunned out by Hendrick. Fossey applies the tag. Hendrick quickly got the ball off of it. And Rice is gunned out. Wow. 72% chance of being safe, and he's out. The winning run wiped out at the plate. Yastrzemski now represents the winning run. 5 out of 10 base running ability at second. Jack Brohammer 0 for 1. 2 out, 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Brohammer. Brohammer grounds to Kuiper. It's going to be a double play ball. Inning over. We go to the top of the 14th. The Red Sox thought they had it won, but Hendricks throws Rice out at the plate, and then Brohammer bangs into the double play. 7-7. Top of the 14th, due up for the 76 Indians. Kuiper, Carty, and Hendrick. Kuiper 1 for 6. Here's the pitch by Stanley. And he walks. Kuiper, 8 out of 10 base runner. Scott to hold him on. Stanley up to 59 pitches. Rico Cardi 3 for 6 today. Burleson and Remy pinch the middle. Stanley throws over to first. Kuiper's back. Stanley looks to first. Now in at fifth. Here's the pitch to Cardi. Grounder past Remy. In the right center field. Kuiper advances to second. He is the go-ahead run. First and second, no outs. Here comes Hendrick, who's 2 for 6. Fisk goes up to have a quick word with Stanley. Back behind the plate. He squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. Grounder to Burleson, over to Remy, on to Scott, double play. Advancing the third is Kuiper. But the Red Sox will take the 2 for 1 any day of the week. So with 2 outs, go-ahead run at third and Kuiper. Here comes Buddy Bell, who's 0 for 6. Bell steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Stanley's ready to work. Here's the pitch. Bell swings, slow grounder, Brohammer. He charges it, throws the first, and they get him. Kuiper stranded at third. We go to the bottom of 14th, tied up at 7 here at Fenway. Do it for the 1978 Red Sox in this thriller. Evans, Scott, and Remy. Evans 4 for 6. Hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th to tie it. Just missed a walk-off in the 10th. And then singled again in the 12th. Kern's ready. Here's the pitch to Dewey. And that's a walk. That's it for Kern. He comes out of the game, and here comes Don Hood. Hood, 3 wins, 5 losses, 1 save, 77 innings pitched, 4.87 earned run average. Lefties batted .266, righties .313. Here comes George the Boomer Scott, 0 for 5. Lowenstein holding, Evans on. Here's the pitch to Scott. Scott swings, and it's ripped foul down the third base line. 2-2 count on the Boomer. The windup and the pitch by Hood. Scott singles to right. Spikes bobbles the ball. And advancing on the error is Evans to third and Scott to second. No outs. The Indians pull their infield and outfield in for Jerry Remy, who's 2 for 6, winning run at third. Lefty-lefty matchup. Remy only .220 off left-handed pitching. Which is better than Bob Bailey, Fred Kindle, or Frank Duffy. So Remy's going to hit. 2 on, no outs, winning run at third. Here's the pitch to Remy. That's a single up the middle. The Red Sox win 8-7 in the bottom of the 14th. Walk-off single by the Red Dog, Jerry Remy. What a ball game, folks. What a slugfest here at Fenway. The Red Sox take it 8-7 in the bottom of the 14th. The winning pitcher, Bob Stanley. The losing pitcher, Kern. MVP of the game, Dwight Evans. Let's go to the box score, and we'll call it a stream. All right. Here's the box score. Let's go to the pitching. So Dobson started for the Indians. He went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 home run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. No decision. Buski blew the save. He went 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. LaRoche blew the save again. 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, 1 home run. It was Dwight Evans. He tied it up in the bottom of the 8th. Walked 1, struck out 2. So the Indians blew 2 saves. Kern came in, pitched 4 innings, took the loss. 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 3 Ks. Hood came in, gave up 2 hits, including the game-winning hit to Jerry Remy. For the Red Sox of 1978, Eckerley, 7 innings, 11 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. 1 home run, no walks, struck out 3, no decision. Bergmeyer came in to pitch to a lefty. He gave up a single. Drago came in, trying to get some outs. He only got 1 out. Gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. They were both earned. Campbell came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs. Stanley went the final 6 to get the win. 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk. Go to the batting. Manning for the Indians, 1 for 7, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs. He struck out twice, had a double. Kuiper, 1 for 6, 2 RBIs, 1 walk. Carty had a day, 4 for 7 with an RBI and a double. Hendrick, 2 for 7 with a strikeout. Bell, 0 for 7. Fossey, 2 for 6 with a run scored. Powell, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and RBI. Blanks, the pinch hitter, 1 for 1. Lowenstein pinch run and stayed in the game to play first. Was 0 for 2. Spikes, 2 for 6 with a run scored and a strikeout. Duffy, 2 for 6, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and 2 doubles. In total, the 76 Indians, 58 at-bats, 7 runs, 17 hits, 7 RBIs, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 5 doubles, and a home run. Left 22 runners on. For the victorious Red Sox, Jerry Remy, 3 for 7, 1 run scored, and 1 RBI. He had the game-winning hit. It was a single in the bottom of the 14th. Burleson, tough day, 0 for 6 with an RBI. Lynn, 0 for 5 with a run score. He walked twice, struck out once. Rice, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Yastrzemski, 2 for 4, 2 runs knocked in, 3 walks. Fisk, 1 for 6 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Hobson, 2 for 4, a run scored, an RBI, and a K. Bernie Carba, the pinch hitter, struck out. Brohamer came in to play third after Hobson was pinch hit for. He was 0 for 2. He struck out. Evans, 4 for 6, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 1 K, a double, and the game-tying homer, 2-run blast in the bottom of the 8th. Scott, 1 for 6 with a walk and a strikeout. In total, for the victorious 78 Red Sox, 52 at-bats, 8 runs, 16 hits, 8 RBIs, 10 walks, 9 Ks, 1 double, and 2 home runs. They left 32 runners on. Recap. In the second, Cleveland sent 9 batters to the plate, scored 4 runs on 6 hits. They nearly had Eckerley out of the game, but he somehow managed to get through it. Duffy doubled, scoring Fossey. 1-0 Cleveland. Manning doubled. 2 runners scored, 3-0 Cleveland. Carty singled, scoring Manning, 4-0 Cleveland. Red Sox came back with 1 in the bottom of the second. Hobson singled, scoring Rice, 4-1 Cleveland. In the third, the Red Sox failed to score on a hit and 2 walks. In the fifth, the Red Sox scored 1 run on a hit and an error. Burleson hit a grounder, scoring a runner. It was 4-2 Cleveland. In the sixth, Cleveland tacked on a run on 2 hits. Boog Powell hit a solo homer, made it 5-2 Cleveland. In the sixth, Boston scored a run on a solo shot by Rice, 5-3 Cleveland. In the seventh, Boston sent 7 batters to the plate, scoring 2 runs on a hit, 2 walks, and an error. Yastrzemski singled, scoring 2 to tie the game at 5. In the eighth, Cleveland scored 2 runs on 4 hits. Kuiper singled, scoring 2 runs, and Cleveland took a 7-5 lead, and you thought they were going to victory. Dwight Evans came up in the bottom of the 8th and hit a 2-run homer to tie the score at 7. Red Sox failed to score on 2 hits and a walk in the 13th, but they got the job done in the 14th as Jerry Remy hit the walk-off single, scoring Evans. The Red Sox sent their Fenway faithful home with a victory and happy 8-7, the Sox winning 14. Rico Carty, 4 for 7 for the Indians. Duffy, 2 for 6, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored for the Indians. Boog Powell, 2 for 3, a home run, 2 runs scored. for the Indians. For the Red Sox, Dwight Evans 4 for 6. Double, a home run, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Jerry Remy 3 for 7. Rice 3 for 5, a home run, 2 runs scored, 2 walks. Captain Carl Yastrzemski 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 walks. Bob Stanley got the win, 6 innings of relief. Kern took the loss. Sal, Red Sox fans saying thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Tribes fans stopping by earlier. The Red Sox win 14 and one heck of a ball game, 8-7 on the Jerry Remy walk-off single. Till next time, take care, bye-bye, health and happiness. God bless.